Say my name, say my name. No one is around you. Say, baby, I love you. You ain't running game. Say my name, say my name. You acting kinda shady. Ain't calling me baby. Why it's sudden change? Say my name, say my name. No one is around you. Say, baby, I love you. You ain't running game. Say my name, say my name. You acting kinda shady. Ain't calling me baby. Better say my name. The other day, I would call, you would say, baby, how's your day? But today, it ain't the same. Every other word is a yeah, okay. Could it be that you are at the crib with another lady? If you took it there, first of all, let me say, I am not the one to sit around and play. So prove yourself to me, if I'm the girl that you claim. Why don't you say the things that you said to me yesterday? I know you say that I was cool with things.
Be like, damn, slow down. I know you see it clean, adjusting her crown. She been knocked down, but she never stayed down. She been living life like it's her playground. And they be like, damn, slow down. They can get just.
Hey y'all, I am so sorry for being late, y'all. I have a very good excuse. Okay. For starters, I had my live planned for earlier today. It doesn't matter clearly, like calendars don't matter at work no more. You can have things blocked off on your calendar and people still gonna bother you. So I had to change it to 4:30. And then y'all, let me be honest. Let me tell y'all why I'm really late. Because I'm still sitting over here in complete shock. Y'all know me and my husband, we just bought a house last year, y'all. The tax assessments came out. If y'all owners, then y'all know what that means. It tells you where you live, what your taxes is about to be. My taxes doubled. I'm not talking about like, oh, it just went up this. It doubled. The number it was before, you times that by 2, and that is what my taxes are. I am in complete shock. I had to phone some people. It on the letter it says like if you want to appeal it and stuff. So I'm asking people like, girl, we got our tax assessment too. Ours went up double everybody's. It's really bad. So I just want to really say like, I think about everybody because I don't think that this economy is really for anybody these days. It doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter 2-family home, 1-family home. Everybody is rearranging their lives right now and it's really getting scary. So, my thoughts go out to everybody. Send some thoughts me and my husband's way because we are like really changing our lives. We're really like trying to figure out more ways to make money and cut back on certain areas, and we thought we had a plan, and now our taxes then went up. So if our taxes go up, then our mortgage then went up. So this will be the second time our mortgage has went up. So our escrow was short the last time it went up, but now it's going to go up again. So it's really crazy, y'all. I just wanted to get that out there and, sending positive vibes to everybody that's going through hard times. I hope we all make it out of here. If you guys know anyone that need help, know of any GoFundMes of people that are really like struggling, single mothers, single fathers, grandparents who are raising kids and they really are having a hard time. I'm going to start sharing some resources and things like that because honestly, whatever they have out there, everyone should be taking advantage of it. I know where I live, they're constantly like posting about utility assistance. They're talking about like food banks and everything. So no, everyone's in the same boat. No one is alone these days. So I just wanted to preference that by why I'm late. But yes, I'm late because I'm still in shock. But let me go ahead and get started. Hey Ty, hey Miss Rye, hey AK, hey Letitia, hey Cece, Miss Writer's Life, Brina, Pure, Mimi, what's up, sister? Dovely, Sweetie, hey everybody. So if y'all have not read the title, we are going to be talking about this Ocean Gate stuff. And I feel like all opinions are welcome right now. Like this is like a fun talk. We're not gonna be, like bashing anyone for their opinions. And I hope y'all are very open to what I say because I didn't said it in the title. I just don't think it's real. Hey, One Love. So if y'all are not familiar with what's going on, On Juneteenth, happy Juneteenth, by the way. I love being Black. Love it here. But anyway, happy belated Juneteenth. On Juneteenth, allegedly, there was a Ocean Gate uh, submarine that went inside the ocean to allegedly do some type of exploration of the Titanic. Now, if you guys did not know, the way that the articles was kind of breaking this story down, they made it seem like this was their first time exploring the Titanic wreckage and all that. This is actually allegedly the third time. So just to get started, we're actually going to look at the website. Whenever I do research or whenever I look at stories, baby, I'm going to the website. I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to the website. I want to know exactly what it is, what we're talking about, and we're gonna break it all the way down. So let me go ahead and share my screen. So this is the Ocean Gate website, you guys. Now, like I said, this would have been their third trip that they have done. Now, I know what went viral was the ticket price to even do this type of expedition. They marketed at $200,000 plus, and you do have to do a deposit. So, just to look at it, this is their under their about page. They show the little sub tank and everything. So it says Ocean Gate Inc. is privately owned, a company headquartered in Washington. Since the founding of the company in 2009, the Ocean Gate crew has focused on increasing access to the deep ocean through innovation of the next generation of crewed submersibles, however you say this word, and launch platforms. Somebody tell me how to say that word because I can't say it. I've been butchering it all day. Our fleet of 5-person machines are capable of reaching depths as of 4,000 meters and provide unique platforms for exploring the deep ocean. So right here, you guys see Stockton Rush. He is allegedly one of the 5 people that is on this in this tank that is at lost at sea, right? And not even lost at sea, lost at ocean. But he is allegedly one of them. He is the CEO and the founder. Now, he is under a lot of hot water because allegedly this guy not only had used like some very questionable machine or parts to build this machine, but he also allegedly fired one of his previous partners because the partner spoke out and said that he was concerned about the safety of this submersible machine, right? I think I said it right for the first time. But anyway, he is still the leader. Now, what they do, they allegedly go and explore the ocean. They're known for actually exploring the wreckage of the oh my goodness, y'all. My sister's gonna keep calling. You ignore her call, she's gonna call 5 more times. It makes no sense, and it's never an emergency. But they're supposed to be exploring the Titanic ship that wrecked. Now, if y'all did not know, the Titanic ship actually wrecked, and when it wrecked, it split in half. It's not just one ship, so it's parts away. They're not all in the same area. But they allegedly are supposed to take you on this tour where you're going to view all of it. So it's not just one clean sweep. You're going to continue to explore. And everything is ran with this little game stick. So we're going to go over that next. But what a lot of people don't realize, and what I found out, is that they actually have multiple subs, you guys. This is not the only machine that they have. So remember when I said that they were getting a lot of flack for having this questionable machinery and the way that it was built. It was made with like stuff that you can get from like like a home store, kind of like Home Depot and stuff. I forgot what it's called, but it's called like Camp something. And they had like a pool noodle, like they had all this stuff, and people just was like, this machine is not safe. Y'all, this ain't the only machine that isn't safe. So they went down in the Titan, but they have a Cyclone that looks like this. So this one is not able to go as deep as the Titan. So this is the one that a lot of people have been seeing. And I want to point this one out because a lot of people thought, because of this big window that you see here, they thought that this is what they were going to be looking out of when they actually see the wreckage ship. Y'all, this is not the one. So every time I see the videos of this ship that you see on the screen being shown, it's clickbait. This is not the window that they're looking out of, allegedly. This little itty bitty window right here is what the people is looking out of. Let me see if I can find a different clip. This little itty bitty window, y'all see it? That is what they're looking out of. And the reason why the window is so little is because they're able to go deeper. So you see 4,000 meters versus that one with the big window is only able to go 500 meters down. So they are able to have a bigger window because the pressure is not as great. As it, the deeper you go, that's how heavier it gets. Now they also have another machine, and this is what this one looks like, which looks completely different, but it's only because they're only able to go 305 meters down. So this is the three machines that they have. And the Titan was the one that actually was the one that was called out for being severely unsafe. Like people were talking about how worried they were of this machine. So they said that, they have done explorations in the past. I already told you guys that they have done 3. This would be the third one. The way that they're marketing it made it seem like this was not marketing, but the way that they're, breaking the story down, is making it seem like this literally just happened, but it's not. Brina said, girl, he used recycled metal, like picked through scraps. Yes. So that is what people are saying. So I'm thinking this has to be the first prototype. So it's really strange that he used these questionable materials for this machine, but he also has 3. Like, are y'all following me with what I'm saying? Like, so it's really concerning that he not only did this scary thing for this machine, but he didn't went on and kept making more machines, y'all. Like, it's crazy to me. I truly don't understand. It makes sense why the price tag is what it is, because he's out here just doing some crazy stuff. Now, when you click the link to start the to join them for the summer expedition, it does not for me load. I don't know how it looks on my screen. Okay, so on my screen, I'm trying to click the other page where it says join us. It's blanked out, y'all. So I think that they have actually probably took that little link down since what's been going on. But on there, you can actually see that they did go on 2 other expeditions. Now, this is their gallery where they show, like I said, the machines that they have, which I'm sorry, all of them are questionable. This is the 2001 Titanic expedition. This is allegedly the gallery of what photos that they took. So I want to explore this together because I think that this is important. We need to see exactly what they was doing or what they thought that they were getting, right? So this is the gallery. You see that they're showing you the pictures of y'all know that the Titanic ship is actually disappearing. Like, it's literally withering away. So I don't know why these people keep messing with it, but this is it. This is the wreckage. This is them inside, not them, but this is what it looks like inside of the submersible. This is like, you see the little screens, you see like the little lights, and that's it. You have to sit crisscross applesauce. There's this little medal that you get because you did the expedition. It's like a real thing. This is a special hand-carved moose horn. I said this was a safe space. Look at the window, y'all. I just want to point this out again. This is the door. This is the latch. I truly don't see the fun in this, but we're going to keep going through it. We're going to keep going through it. This is what it looks like in the inside again. In the light, this is the whole crew. They're doing the pre-dive brief, so they're talking about all the safety measures. This is the little adventurous club that you do. This is all the pictures from 2001 when they did this. When we was in the panorama, this is what they was doing, y'all. This is the ish that they was doing when we was supposed to be sitting at home. I just want to also point that out. Yeah, this is it. This is the crew again. They're taking pictures. They're so happy. That's the dive team. And that's them actually inside the submersible. This is what you literally are dealing with. This little tight space. That's it. So that's it for the website. I just wanted to break it down. If y'all had not explored the website, that is exactly what the website looks like. That is what, yes, I'm happy. A hot mess. This is exactly what was being marketed. Now, I saw someone say on Facebook, and I'm going to repeat it. White people ain't scared of nothing but black people. And I'm just going to be honest. That quote is so true because ain't no way. Ain't no way, my boy. Ain't no way. So, there has allegedly, and I'm not going to release the name of the person, but I am going to play the TikTok video. There is allegedly a woman that actually did the exploration and she talked about it on Facebook. I found the TikTok video where someone was able to, react to it. So we're going to watch that next because I'm telling y'all, I still don't think these actual people are on there, but hey, they're saying that they are. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Let me go to my TikTok. 1 second. Because she said that she was actually on there. Or not on there, but the girl. Hold
The
on.
Titanic sub. A good friend.
You guys should know by now after watching my.
Okay. Her name was Sarah. Let me pull up my homegirl Sarah page real quick on TikTok. She came with the T. Let me share the link to my computer because it's not working. I can't find Sarah. Let me go. Let me get into these comments while I'm trying to get this link together. Oh, y'all laughing at that? No, for real. Now that y'all think about it, that quote, I'm telling you, and I was going to title it that, but y'all know how YouTube be trying to do me. So I was like, I'm not even going to play. But that quote is literally how I feel. Ever since I read it, it makes so much sense. And I'm sticking to it. Okay, there we go. Let me share my screen. Have y'all been seeing these TikToks? Because they've been on it, y'all. Like, TikTok ain't holding back at all. I got some more that we're going to watch, too. Because I have another person that brought up some good concerns. Yes, Brina. It's not Sarah, but she shared the name of the person that did. I'm just not sharing it because I know that everybody went to this girl's page. I might put in my members. I might put the screenshots in my members. But here we go.
After watching my first video on this, that I have absolutely no faith in our government. And I've kind of uncovered some things about one of the billionaires that's in the submersible. But before we get there, I want to clear up some misinformation. A lot of people think that this is OceanGate's first time going down to the Titanic and that this was an experimental expedition. It's actually the third time that OceanGate would have gone down to the Titanic. The first time was in 2021 and the second time was in 2022. Both of those were successful expeditions. I just wanted to clear that up. Now here's where my conspiracy comes into play. Hamish Harding, he is a very rich.
Yeah, I'm on the wrong video. Ugh, don't kill me. I'll continue to play this one because it's gonna break down the people that's on it. So I'll continue to play this, but I am gonna go on to that talking point next. But since I already played it, let's go.
Rich and powerful man, he's a billionaire. But he's also done a lot of things with a lot of rich and powerful people. One of the things that he did was he flew into space in 2022 on board the Blue Origin's 5th human crewed flight. He holds 3 Guinness World Records, including longest time spent at full ocean depth during a dive to the deepest part of the Mariana Trench. What I'm getting at is he's a very rich and powerful man, and he knows a lot of things. And he's also been to the South Pole multiple times with Buzz Aldrin. And do you guys know what's in the South Pole? A lot of secrets. A lot of secrets are in the South Pole. Don't call me a conspiracy theorist, but when somebody knows too much about the government. Also on board the submersible is one of Pakistan's richest men and his 19-year-old son. And Shahada Dawood is also on board of the trustees for the California-based SETI Institute, which searches for extraterrestrial intelligence. So yeah, it sounds like very rich, educated, powerful men was aboard this submersible. Call me a conspiracy theorist, but I know Netflix is going to have a field day with this one. Let me know if you guys want a more in-depth video of the South Pole. I'll be happy to do that. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. You guys.
So basically, plot twist, y'all. I think the other video where I was talking about the lady that actually did it, it's gone. Her name was Chelsea, though. So if y'all find Chelsea on Facebook, Chelsea in Ocean Gate, okay, there you go. You can find it. But I don't know why I can't find the video. It's gone. I don't know why, but they were basically talking about, she was basically talking about her experience on the Ocean Gate thing. I actually think I found. Okay. I found another video where someone was reacting to it. So let's go here. But what did y'all think about the video that y'all just saw? The conspiracy theory in me believe this wholeheartedly. But I'm gonna get into that next. But let's talk about the girl that allegedly went. I just want to paint a picture. Y'all know how it's gonna make sense in a second. Yeah, I wasn't even sharing my screen. I'm having a field day at this point. Because what, Audrey?
In the North Atlantic.
Let me rewind. Okay, take 2. Sorry, y'all.
So I do have an update on the quadruple homicide in Kellogg, Idaho. But before I talk about that in the next video, I want to talk about this girl that's behind me on the screen here, Chelsea Kellogg. Just happens to have the same last name as the town that these murders occurred in. Totally different story, as you can see. This story is related to the submersible that is missing in the North Atlantic Ocean. So Chelsea Kellogg actually went on this expedition last summer, and in the next slides, I'm going to post some photos and some videos of kind of what it looks like when she was down there and exactly what all you can see. I just thought that this was pretty interesting, coming from somebody who had actually been on this expedition. So in this photo, this is the tiny porthole. I think this is actually where the toilet is. And this next photo shows the other end of the submersible. And then here is some video of what they could see of the Titanic wreckage. Yes, sir. It looks like they kind of move around the whole area of the wreckage and see different parts of what's left of the Titanic. But as you can see, I think this is like the only window in the whole thing. And it's in the bathroom. Correct me if I'm wrong. But the photos that I've seen lead me to believe this.
First of all, did y'all see the little window? This is what they're allegedly looking at. Now, the Chelsea girl, she basically was like, her life had been made seeing that. I don't know what the infatuation with this the ship is, the Titanic. I don't understand it. I know it was a very sad story. I know that ship was like the largest ship, and I know the wreck was horrible, but I don't know why years later we are still infatuated with it this much. But you hear that the lady kept mentioning the bathroom. Let me be very clear. There was no bathroom. The bathroom was, when you go to the hospital and they give you that little thing with the handle, they give it to the men and they have to pee in it. That's what it was, inside of like a bucket. There was no bathroom. Okay. There was no bathroom. Like, she was being nice by saying it was a bathroom. That was not a bathroom. And we all know that, well, not we all know, but we found out that you actually have to, the expedition is like 8 hours long. I just don't understand why. One Love pointed out another thing. Subs don't have windows, so he upped up there. Exactly. Now, my next point is, before we get to the people that's allegedly on this pill that I don't believe is on there, but whatever. My next point is there are a lot of videos where people who actually have information on the submarine lifestyle, they are they work in submarines. One girl pointed out something that was very serious to me, and I'm actually very afraid for these people. And I don't think about these things because I've never actually, you know, I don't F with water. I can swim, I can do that type of stuff, but baby, that's as far as I'm gonna go. I'm not exploring no deep blue sea. I'm not doing any of that. And I dang on sure is not spending $250,000 to look at no wrecked ship that is literally disappearing. It's disappearing because it has like a mold on it. I'm not sure what just happened, but y'all not gonna play with me. I'm telling y'all, I don't understand. I was saying I basically don't F with it, but clearly the point of this video probably won't get made to it if they keep messing with my StreamYard. So let me just go ahead and share my screen. This is probably going to be the last video that I share, but it brought up a very good point because I know a lot of people are hearing about the whole they're running out of oxygen thing. This girl hit it right on the head, y'all. I didn't even think about this. I didn't even know this, but this is actually very scary.
And I do need to say, though I understand where the ill-intended jokes are coming from, as many of you know, I've actually worked on a submarine before, so of course I have thoughts on the current Titan situation. I've been losing sleep over it. And I do need to say, though I understand where the ill-intended jokes are coming from, my heart goes out to the families of the people on board because this is an absolutely heartbreaking situation. I think we need to remember that there are real people hurting right now. So these submarines are fully certified. I want you to first note just all the buttons that it takes to operate this thing. And they were only certified to go to 150 feet with passengers on board. We usually only went like 105, 115, depending on the day. And that's a safety precaution. I actually just had somebody on my For You page talking about how in an emergency situation, people would leave a submersible. And as far as my understanding of submarines go, that's not possible. So above my head here is a ladder that's been folded up, and above that is a hatch. This is a screenshot from a video, but you can see the hatch better. So this is actually what goes inside. So there is access to the hatch from the inside and the outside. However, once we are under, there is so much pressure being pushed down on the submarine that even if I wanted to open that hatch from down below, there's no way I could. I would have to be Thor, baby. So the 150 feet rule comes from if there's an emergency situation where we cannot get the submarine to surface, if it's stuck on the seafloor and we cannot get the submarine to surface from inside the submarine, there are access points on the outside that a diver could reach and release valves that would send the submarine back up. However, where the Titan is going, there are no divers that could reach that point, so their safety precautions are limited. I'm pretty sure the safety precaution is a hope and a prayer, but I do wholeheartedly believe that more science and more engineering could have gone into this vessel that is being sent to a depth that we rarely send manned submersibles. Since this became news, my big thought has been, what about the scrubber system? From this design, I don't see a very good scrubber system. You have to scrub the CO2 that we exhale from the air. You can't just have oxygen. All we're talking about is the oxygen that's on board. And then I heard that their scrubber system is more likely to give out before their oxygen does. And that is not good news, my friends. Okay, I just pulled this video so that you guys can see. This is my friend Travis. He's a whale shark scientist. What's up, Travis? This is the scrubber system for those submarines. Look how big and bulky this thing is. We had to change this out like once every week and a half or so. And I was like, where on this little dinky submarine is their scrubber system? And apparently their answer was not a good one. If you guys have more questions on how submersibles work or the science behind all of this, please let me know. I will be happy to answer to the best of my knowledge.
Okay, so she in this video broke down the fact that there is no scrubber system in that machine, that little pill, the Titan machine, right? And I was like, oh crap. So everybody, basic science, when you exhale and inhale, if you don't have a machine or anything filtering it out, like, we have the trees and like she said, the scrubber system, you kind of poison yourself, right? So they keep bringing up, oh, they only have about well, now they're saying about 16 hours of oxygen left and all this. but allegedly they don't even have a scrubber system. So when they exhale, how are they getting clean air again without it becoming poisonous? I say all this to say, because if you guys did not know, earlier today there was news about them allegedly hearing banging noises in the ocean, and they're saying, like, through Morse code they believe it is them. All the theories that they have brought up. So the theory of they imploded, like, the machine just went kaput, like, it's gone because the pressure is too hard down there. The other one is that they believe that they're bobbing. The other one is they believe that they, are just stuck in something inside the Titanic ship. No one has thought about the fact that they do not have an actual scrubbing system. How are they actually breathing with this said oxygen? Because she just broke it down to y'all. She just showed y'all exactly how they have to clean the air inside these tanks. How are they doing it in this tank that only has one button? Y'all want me to believe that a no scrubber, like, there's no way to clean their air. They're in this itty bitty tank. They're allegedly pissing and shitting, like Miss Brady Life said, and they don't have clean air. Man. And we're going to believe that people are in this. We're going to believe that people are actually in there. I don't believe that there's actually people inside the ship. No, I don't. Do I believe that they took a pill down to the bottom of the ship? Yes. Do I believe that the 4 people that they're using for the story are real? Yes. But I don't believe that there was ever a Titanic voyage that they were supposed to be going on to. I honestly believe that they were trying to do something at the bottom of the ocean. That's just my opinion. I honestly do. The people that actually, are being listed probably donated some money, probably has a buy-in in this situation. I don't know. But it's very bizarre that they have done this multiple times. They lost connection an hour and 34 minutes into being, dropped down there, y'all. They hadn't even made it there. They literally lost it in an hour and 34 minutes. No one has ever really heard about these expeditions. We have Chelsea, but I believe that her videos and her statuses are very questionable. I just do not believe it. I just don't believe it. Lee, you getting to my point. Okay, we on the same stuff. The machine is not safe. I don't know if you guys know this, but the Titanic ship is actually owned. So there's no way that you just out here willy-nilly on this Titanic ship that's actually owned by someone without their permission. You have to get special clearance to even explore the ocean. You can't just go in the water. Like, you can't go above us or below us. You got to get special permission. So why would y'all deploy this ship allegedly twice before this, and no one has ever heard about it? And then when I say no one, I mean, maybe it's the ticket price of $250,000, but I just don't believe that this is what they want us to really be believing. There are some real things going on, and it's happening in Las Vegas. I cannot go into detail, but I'm going to drop this comment on the screen, and I'm going to drop Las Vegas. Y'all follow those crumbs, those little crumbs, and it'll take you to where you need to go. I do not believe that this OceanGate Titan pill has any form of life in it. I don't believe that they hear any banging noises. And I want to know why the Navy has access to do something to get these people home, and they haven't. How did they find 4 billionaires to get inside this pill? Because I'm sorry, the Chelsea lady looked like an average Joe lady. I gave y'all her name. Y'all go to her Facebook, okay? Follow me. I gave y'all her name. Go to her Facebook. She looks like an average person. She is not the 4 billionaires that was allegedly in this pill, y'all. She's not. So this expedition, you lucked up and you got 4 billionaires. 4 billionaires in one pill, y'all. Like, I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. How did they find out about it? One of the billionaires was just in space, for goodness sake. Like, I just... Do y'all want to play the video again of what the lady said about the people that was allegedly in this pill? I'll play the video again. Brina said, So that question was asked as well. How did they get the green light? But apparently it's international waters in that specific area. I believe so. Like I know that it's like international, and I know everybody has different, like rules and like things that you can do. But I also know that, like, all of us talk to all of us. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see that they was like, yeah, let's just drop it down there. Yeah. I just don't believe it. I don't. Brina, you said where I go. What you mean where I go? Can y'all hear me? So can y'all hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Hold on. Oh my God. They better not have messed with my connection. Oh, y'all can hear me? Okay. Lee, you brought up a good point. So we know that we have the Chelsea girl. The Chelsea girl showed videos. These are air quotes. I'm not on camera, but air quotes around the whole. She showed video of her in this tank, right, and what it was doing. However, with this one, with the 4 billionaires, did we see anything? We didn't see no pictures. We didn't see no, hey, we're so excited. Like, we didn't see none of this. Like, there's no proof that these people is in this pill. Just we're going off of the word. And I'm going to tell y'all exactly why it's even more questionable that people are allegedly still in here. But I'm going to play this video one more time of the girl telling y'all about the people that are inside this alleged pill.
You guys should know by now, after watching my first video on this, that I have absolutely no faith in our government. And I've kind of uncovered some things about one of the billionaires that's in the submersible. But before we get there, I want to clear up some misinformation. A lot of people think that this is OceanGate's first time going down to the Titanic and that this was an experimental expedition. It's actually the third time that OceanGate would have gone down to the Titanic. The first time was in 2021 and the second time was in 2022. Both of those were successful expeditions. I just wanted to clear that up. Now here's where my conspiracy comes into play. Hamish Harding. He is a very rich and powerful man. He's a billionaire. But he's also done a lot of things with a lot of rich and powerful people. One of the things that he did was he flew into space in 2022 on board the Blue Origin's 5th human crewed flight. He holds 3 Guinness World Records, including longest time spent at full ocean depth during a dive to the deepest part of the Mariana Trench. What I'm getting at is he's a very rich and powerful man, and he knows a lot of things. And he's also been to the South Pole multiple times with Buzz Aldrin. And do you guys know what's in the South Pole? A lot of secrets. A lot of secrets are in the South Pole. Don't call me a conspiracy theorist, but when somebody knows too much about the government. Also on board the submersible is one of Pakistan's richest men and his 19-year-old son. And Shahada Dawood is also on board of the trustees for the California-based SETI Institute, which searches for extraterrestrial intelligence. So yeah, it sounds like very rich, educated, powerful men was aboard this submersible. Call me a conspiracy theorist, but I know Netflix is going to have a field day with this one. Let me know if you guys want a more in-depth video of the South Pole. I'll be happy to do that. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
I didn't even know you could go to the South Pole because I thought the South Pole was like locked down. So the fact that he's went multiple times is really crazy to me. Like, my mind is blown because you're not supposed to go to the South Pole, y'all. Like, you can't travel there. Y'all know that, right? Regular people can't go to the South Pole. It doesn't matter how rich you are. You're still not supposed to go to the South Pole. That's what I've always been told. I don't know if y'all have been following me, but last year I went like down a whole rabbit hole about like the South Pole and all that stuff. But yeah, you're not supposed to go to the South Pole. So the fact that he just been going there like, hey, what you doing on a Tuesday? Oh, nothing. Tomorrow I'm getting ready to go to the South Pole. It's really crazy. It's really crazy. Then y'all heard that one of the people that was on there is, a part of the whole, they do the interterrestrial, what we would call an alien. Miss Rye, you can't go to the South Pole because they said we can't. That's the gist of it. They say you cannot go to the South Pole. You can't. They ain't gave us a good enough reason why, but that you just cannot go. That's what we've always been told. Yes, so they did not need U.S. government approval because they are in international waters. However, they now need U.S. Navy, the Navy, to go ahead and you can go to the North Pole, Miss Rye, but they need the Navy to allegedly take this machine down to help these people. This is what I believe, and this is my conspiracy. Hey, I could be wrong, but this is what I truly believe. The people that's in this pill, they did something bad. They use their money to have the pill go and do something, or find something, or take something that shouldn't have been taken, and them people is out of here. They're not out of here because they in the water. There's no bobbing of the water. There is none of this. They can't hear no banging. Follow the breadcrumbs that I've laid out for y'all. But it ain't what we thought it was. It ain't. I just don't believe it. So the Navy does have something, but if it takes a little while to get it up and running and expect it to go down. So there is this machine, Brina. I cannot think of the actual name of it, but another area of the world has it, right? So they wrote the people, was like, hey, yo, and I'm paraphrasing, but they was like, hey, yo, we got a machine that can definitely get down there. But it needs to be flown to where they're at, right? And if we fly it this way, it won't get there in time because they're going to run out of that oxygen that doesn't have a scrubbing system, but whatever. However, we know y'all Navy can get it a lot faster. Call the Navy. The Navy said, it's Juneteenth, we busy. Does that make sense to y'all? Yeah. It don't make sense. If there is 4 people or 5 people in this tank that absolutely, and down to the founder, that needs to be saved, we're dropping bobbies in the water, we're flying helicopters, we're doing all this. Y'all telling me the Navy is the only people that can save them, and they said no? They said no. Make it make sense. They was down there doing something they didn't have business doing. And because the other people don't want to get in trouble, they said, I'm not getting my hands dirty. We busy. We are busy. Y'all shouldn't have did what y'all did. But because y'all did what y'all did, yeah, y'all gone. But we're not about to waste our resources, and we're not going to get tangled up into what y'all got going on. We'll never know the truth about this story, but I also want to point out one of the billionaires that is on the alleged pill. His stepson is at a concert for, is it Catch 22, Phase 22, something. They had a concert, y'all. The other stepdaughter of the same man is on OnlyFans saying some questionable things. Ain't nobody sad. Blink 182. Yes, that's what it. Why is he at that concert? Like, Cardi B went viral for saying, yes, y'all need to be looking at me. Y'all need to be looking for me. But it's heavy on that. It's heavy on, I'm the bread and the butter. And y'all not looking for me? Because he's not, they know he's not down there. He's not down there. Sir is not down there. He's somewhere, but he ain't down there. He in trouble. He's in big trouble. But he ain't down there. And it's like I said, it's convenient that why is the founder in the pill? I think I skipped over that. Somebody put a good answer as to why the hell the owner and the founder, the CEO, the actual creator, will be conveniently on the pill that messes up an hour and 34 into the deployment. How coincidental he was in the pill, y'all. He can't answer for nothing. Because he's in the pill? Hmm. Everybody should have been off on Juneteenth. Everybody should have been off on Juneteenth. And the founder is in the pill. I ain't falling for it. I just don't believe it. I'm sorry. I just don't. One Love said the Navy definitely has the equipment. Yes, the Navy does. Nikki says, so we're predicting this will be an unsuccessful recovery / tragedy. Yes. And that's why they're highlighting like, oh, it could have just imploded. They keep saying this imploded, and they keep emphasizing like the hatch, you can't get out of it. You can't get out of it because they don't, there's no bodies. There's no bodies. There's no bodies. No. And we're not going to skip over the fact that they don't have breathable air. They have oxygen, but they don't have a scrub system. The girl pointed it out. The tank don't even have a toilet. No. I think he wanted to accompany the money and make sure he could get more. Yeah, he definitely accompanying the money now because they all looking at each other like, well. And I don't know a lot about water and stuff like that. I did try to look up videos about how they allegedly could hear banging, and I didn't find anything worth me mentioning. So if someone in this chat knows how that works, like I said, they're saying that they heard Morse code banging in the ocean. I just feel like it's just a hopeful love story that someone just conjured up. I just don't believe it. I'm going to have to pull up the video where they're saying that it's a live search, y'all. They said the banging sounds are heard. They keep hearing it. They keep hearing it. Let me find the video. Oh, okay. Hold on. We got an update from the Navy, y'all. Hold on. Let me share my screen. 1 second. Exactly, Lee. How you hearing banging when the waves and all this stuff? I just don't know. But let me share my screen because they saying something about the Navy on CNN. So this is a trusted source, you guys. Feel free to look at this. We're going to look at it together. This was updated 51 minutes ago. It says a U.S. Navy salvage system has arrived in St. John's. A Navy official said Wednesday as crews prepare for mobilization to the site of ongoing search for a missing. Okay, so never mind. Oh, the Flyaway Deep Ocean Salvage System is capable of retrieving objects or vessels off the bottom of the ocean floor up to a depth of 20,000 feet, more than enough to reach the wreckage of the Titanic. But before the system can be used, it must be welded to the deck of a ship, a process in which can take a full day, the official said. The Navy does not currently have a vessel lined up to carry the machine, but the official said that they are trying to contract a vessel soon. We have a vessel of opportunity that we are looking to put under charter, but it is not currently under charter. Okay, so they're not saying that they're busy no more. The words that they want to say is, yeah, we got the machine, y'all. Stop calling us. We got the machine. But we don't have the other machine to take the machine. And if we do get the machine to take the other machine, we need 24 hours to weld it. So yeah, we ain't got it. Okay. We all on the same page. The Navy, 51 minutes ago, the Navy basically said, even after we get everything, y'all, we still ain't got the time. Y'all said the oxygen is over in this amount. We need more than that amount. Okay? That's really sad. That's really sad. Nikki said, they said the Navy has specialized micro machines that pick up sounds in certain depths of the water for military purposes, etc. But do y'all think that there's really banging? Do y'all think that they're really banging down there? I just know there were angles and dangles. They probably were laying on top of each other the deeper they went. Exactly, Natasha. Like I don't believe that we conveniently got 4 billionaires and none of them are smart. I'm just not believing that. I'm not. I don't believe that none of them was smart enough. Like one actually chases aliens. One has went to the moon. And they said allegedly on the contract or the consent form of this ocean gate machine that they talk about death numerous times, like the risk of death. I just don't believe that they would get in that tank. AK said she possibly thinks that they are banging. It's plausible. But given all that we know about, there's no scrub system. You cannot just only breathe in oxygen. It becomes poisonous. It's just, you just cannot do that. Given the fact that there is no signal and the signal was gone 1 hour, y'all, in 34 minutes into the whole submersible, being dropped down. They hadn't even got there yet and they lost signal. It's just red flag after red flag. Well, they really did say they heard banging like noises in intervals of 30 minutes. Every 30 minutes? They don't even know how far the ocean runs. No, we have only explored how many? I think like 3% of the ocean. Like, I know that for a fact. It's so many theories about like the ocean. I mean, I'm more scared of the ocean than I am of space. I ain't messing with either one, but the ocean scares me more. But I know we haven't even like explored none of it. Like, it's literally 2 or 3%. It's probably 3% of the ocean. That's it. There's a diver on board as well who knows techniques of sound being picked up. Oh, okay. Teach me something. Are the billionaires connected to Banks and Epstein at this point? Because so one has been in the South Pole numerous times. The other one works for SIT. The other father and son are billionaires. Like, there's one of the richest people ever. And then the other guy is just the founder in there. I don't know who the content creator is. Maybe the son is a content creator. People keep saying there's a content creator on board, but I don't know exactly who that is. They do know where the Titanic wreck is. They do, but they know they're not supposed to be touching it because it's owned by someone. That wreck ship is owned by someone. This doesn't surprise me. Y'all know people, YT people stay doing ignorant stuff. We're talking about people that pay thousands of dollars to see tornadoes and be robbed on vacation. Yeah, well, that's very true. The nuclear subs doesn't go that deep. But if they lost power before making it to the Titanic, you got to think about drift and currents of the ocean. They may not be down there. Yeah, and that's what they said. They said that who's to even say that they're actually by the Titanic ship at all, because the little gamer control is the one that's supposed to guide them to that through text message technology. Something of that. Something very, very weird. And I still don't understand the text message, or the gaming control, because they're so deep down. There's no way that will work. They said that they're using the what is that thing? The satellite in space. They're using that satellite to use that as the signal. But I just don't believe it. I saw a TikTok where the banging noise was played. They released it. Definitely seems odds. I can't call it at this point. Oh, let me find it. Let's see. Let's see if I can find the TikTok. Submersible banging noise. This is a crazy topic, y'all. Like, it's really, really crazy. And I think that we need to think about what's going on in Las Vegas. Because I told y'all that Trump signed something with the aliens. So what happened again? Ocean Gate. And the fact of the name being Ocean Gate just really doesn't sit well with me. I'm a wordy person. It just doesn't. Okay, I can't find it. Maybe I'm Googling the wrong thing. Let's see if they got it on here. Oh yeah, and they're allegedly freezing too, by the way. They're allegedly freezing. Oh, here it goes. An hour and 37 minutes ago. The former submarine captain describes possible conditions inside the submersible. It says Navy Captain David Marquette, a former submarine captain, described Wednesday what he imagines the 5 passengers are experiencing in the Titan. Marquette said he imagines the passengers are thirsty and hungry, of course, but that it is probably not going to kill them. If alive, he said they are likely to be very uncomfortable. They're freezing cold. The water entirely surrounding the ship is at a freezing or slight below. When they exhale, their breath condenses. There's frost on the inside of the parts of the submarine. They are all huddled together trying to conserve their body heat. They're running low on oxygen and they're exhaling carbon dioxide. Yes, and they don't have a scrub system, y'all, so it becomes poison. He told CNN the submersible has limited ability to absorb and exhaled carbon dioxide, which at high levels could trigger headaches, confusion, and nausea. It becomes poison. The oxygen and the carbon dioxide and the freezing are what they got to hold on to as long as possible to give rescuers the time they need. It's too much. It's too much. Yeah, they definitely didn't go down there with permission. No, they did not go down there with permission. I don't even, like I said, I don't believe that they went down there 2 other times. It just seems like a setup by Todd type situation because I don't think they went down there. It's just very convenient. The creator's name is Noel. Okay, let me look him up. Billionaires will protect their money at all costs. Why risk their why risk their lives losing their billions? Exactly. The Titanic spirits are strong and weighing them down. It ain't the Titanic spirits, baby. It's Juneteenth, our ancestors' spirits weighing them down. Y'all know we jumped from them ships. They definitely in there. And honestly, there's so much life in the ocean. You will be crazy to believe that we're the only people. If it's people above us, it's people below us too. Don't get it mistaken. And you know that like the whole little like mermaid stuff, they say that they're actually very mean and stuff. So I mean, if you know some Haitians, they'll tell you about mermaids. Dang, I cannot find this video. I'm still looking for it on TikTok, but I'm not seeing it. Okay, here it goes. I found another video. Let's see if it's real. It's definitely, it's something, but they're not even all white. It's some Indian people on there too. Okay, let me mute so y'all don't hear an echo. 1 second. Okay, I don't even, no, not indigenous people, people from India. Or maybe they're from Pakistan. I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I think they're from Pakistan, actually, not India. I'm sorry. I think they're from Pakistan. I didn't think that sound was real. I must not have the right video. It was one video that took me out yesterday because I'm sorry, it was funny. Okay, maybe it's this one.
Some breaking news. It is said that they are hearing SOS signals. So like a tapping signal that indicates a distress signal. Take a listen and let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. And as always, I will keep you guys updated.
We were hearing about tapping noises.
Every half an hour.
We are understanding is happening. There are regular taps and SOS signal is being sent, a distress signal. SOS is effectively a Morse code distress signal. Last night, 2 vehicles were sent down to where the submersible could be. Now, those vehicles could only go to 3,000 meters. The submersible, if it is on the seabed, is more like at 3,800 meters. They couldn't get below that. These vehicles both imploded when they tried to,
They weren't
This
manned,
shows how
though.
complex and how difficult this is. If it was an SOS, then that shows that the passengers on board the submersible are still very much alive. So that gives some hope, because that clock is now ticking down. 24 hours oxygen supply is left.
Some breaking.
So the other 2 machines that went down there imploded, y'all. So they just, when they went to kaput, like they didn't even make it down as far as where the submersible is. But I just think the banging is, it ain't real. No, I just don't believe it. I don't know. I hate to be like this because I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I just don't believe that the banging is real. I don't believe there's people in there to bang. So that's why I don't think it's real. I also have a last question. I'm gonna end it here because it's been an hour. Why can't they drop the camera thingy down there? Like they've been doing. Y'all know those little cameras that they be taking down there and recording and then bringing back up. Why they can't take the camera back down there and see if they down there? It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. Anisha said they know the ocean ain't quiet though, right? That's what I thought. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even, in the ocean, I get to the point where it gets to my ankles and I go wee and I go back on the beach. I don't even deal with it. The diver has decades of experience exploring the Titanic. He serves as the director of underwater research at RMS Titanic Inc., the company that has exclusive rights to the salvage artifacts of the ship. Oh, okay. I'm about to have to look them up because I knew that the Titanic was owned. I know that they, all that stuff, but I don't know. I just don't know why they haven't dropped that little camera thing. I sent his name in the chat. Yes, I think you said Nar. Okay, here he goes. Let me look him up real quick. Nar Kellogg. Oh, I found it. Okay, so this is from Fox News. Let me share my screen real quick. Okay, so his name is Paul Henry Nargeolet, a French mariner feared aboard missing Titanic sightseeing sub, New Perils of Deep Dives. So he is also in the tank. Wow. Okay, so he's considered a leading authority of the Titanic. He is listed as a director of the underwater research. According to the website, the guy has led several expeditions to the Titanic, completed dozens of dives in the submersible himself, and supervised the recovery of thousands of artifacts during a 20-ton section of the Titanic's hull. Wow. Okay, so I didn't even know that he was inside there. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, that's what they're saying? He's inside there? I'm gonna have to do some more research on that. So, yeah. What do you guys think? Do y'all think that there's a way of saving them? Yes, AK. So yeah, they're saying that the reason why they believe it's them is because they dropped the buoy things right by where they were actually dropped as well. So it's really weird. I don't know. But they said that it's also in Morse code. So they feel like it's not from like anything that would be down there. They've never heard the sounds before. I don't know. He's completed 35 dives to the ship. They need to leave that ship alone. They need to leave it alone. It's literally deteriorating as we speak. I don't understand why I keep messing with a ship. What are y'all trying to get off of there? Like, this ship is like a decade old or a century old, however. And what are y'all trying to get from there? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Yeah, and that's what one person said. I was watching the news though, so I don't have the clip. But they said that even if they was to get down there and like save them, they couldn't be saved. And if they were actually bobbing on top of the water, they still could not be saved. They would need to be able to get them somewhere where that the little hatch could be opened. The Navy does, but Brina, they said that they got to weld the device, and it take 24 hours. The Navy said no. It's bizarre. It's bizarre because the moment that they went missing, an hour and 34 minutes in, we didn't find out until hours later. That's number one. Then on top of that, the Navy could have been started doing what they need to do. It just doesn't make no sense. It really doesn't. So that's why I don't believe that it's actually life in there. And if it was, they clearly ain't valuing it, because why are y'all not going to save these people when we got the tools to do it? It's just, it's weird to me. I just call it out because why? Yeah, the Navy said, man, I'm going to check my schedule. I just can't get over it. Once, because I was kind of following the story at first, but once I found out that the Navy was like making cop and pleas and like making excuses, I was like, it's for people. Like, I don't care if they're rich or poor. Let me be clear. I don't care who it is. You know, we got to do anything we can to save people. Girl, once they said no and started saying all this other stuff, I just knew it just can't be. It can't be as what we thought it was. I thought they were going to tow them once they were found. No, they said that the machine need to be welded to the other machine, the ship, and they ain't got the ship. And even when they get the ship, it's still going to take 24 hours. Yes, I know that they are annoyed. I know that they are, because like the lady said in the video, they don't even explore that much. Like, they truly don't. Like, they have access to go a little bit deeper, but they only go 150 meters. Like, they're not doing, or 150 feet. They're not even doing all that. And even then, they still have to have a lot of machinery to help them even go to the little levels that they go on. And again, we have not explored all of the ocean. So we need to leave the Titanic ship alone. First of all, what happened to them is very sad. To keep reliving it is very weird. It's just bizarre. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. My thoughts and prayers go out to the people, and all the family. The son and the daughter are very weird. I gotta look them up. Play this back and look up the little breadcrumbs that I've dropped throughout this live. Then y'all be able to kind of see my perspective a little bit more. But yeah, I will catch y'all on another video, y'all. Y'all have a good night.